Hello, Skogman team members. My name is Rick Judlicka, and I have had the privilege of working with you for a number of years on your employee benefits. The purpose of this tutorial, this little video, is to talk to you a little bit about the process we're going to use this year for your open enrollment, your annual renewal. And we're going to use the EASE platform, which is an online tool that allows you to pick and choose the benefits that you want for the upcoming year. Our plans renew every year in July, so we're getting ready for that change to happen July 1st from 1 year processing into the next year. And on a very high level, the great news is the plan designs this year are not changing, and the costs associated with those are also not changing. We've been doing some things behind the scenes to look at plan design, to look at rates, and we were able to position ourselves to keep everything stable for the upcoming renewal year from the employee standpoint. So it's good news for all of you. Obviously, you're receiving the email. If you've opened this link, you've got the email, which is the introduction to the system. The process will unfold fairly simply. We think this is fairly straightforward, understanding that this is a change, and so with change often comes some questions and a little bit of confusion. So first and foremost, and you'll probably hear me say this more than once, is do not hesitate to reach out with any concerns or questions you may have while you're going through the enrollment process. Heather will be a great resource for you, and she can get a hold of me if need be, or one way or another, she can get contact information to you for me, and I can be happy to answer your questions. Just know that once you open the system, there's nothing you can do that we can't fix. You can't break anything. So don't be afraid to go in there and just kind of play around with it to make sure that you're not kind of overwhelmed before you even start. Just open it up and let's let the process unfold. I think you will all find it fairly straightforward. The first thing you'll need to do, obviously, in the next screen will be to create a username and a password. Your new username will be an email address. Password will be obviously sensitive to whatever you put in there, and obviously should be something that you'll remember, right? Because you may need to, if you go back in, you'll need to remember that username and password. So once you do that, the system will open and it'll have a screen that kind of tells you that it'll take you between 10 and 15 minutes to complete, and depending on what's going on, you may be done quicker than that. And you'll click the continue tab and you'll go to the enrollment section. Once you click on that continue tab, you will then be brought up to a profile that's specific to you. Most of the information in the profile will already be pre-filled. So you'll see your name and your address, probably a date of hire, some information on contact like an email address. There will be some boxes that you will need to complete. And we have some information that we already have gathered. Heather and Tiffany have provided us with some additional information that needs to be completed. So most of what you need to do in the profile section will be done for you. The system will not let you move on to the next section until it has everything that it needs. So if there is something that is needed that you haven't filled out, it will tell you that if you push continue to try to move forward. Okay, once the profile section is completed and you push continue, you'll be transported to a dependent page. This would be the section where if you want to add somebody to the plans, if you had a spouse or a dependent child, this is where their information would have to be entered. Name, date of birth, social security number, the relationship they have with you, whether that's your spouse, whether that's your child, you'll fill that section out. And if there's multiple people, you'll do that for every single person that you want to have insured on the plans. If you don't have any dependents that need coverage, you can obviously skip and push continue and it'll move forward. Even if you have dependents, but they aren't going to be on the plans, you don't need to list them. You're only going to list people that you would want to have insured on the medical, dental, or vision products. Next section will be a section on Medicare. Okay, for the vast majority of you, this doesn't apply. You'll just continue, push continue, and move forward. It won't ask you to do anything. However, if you do have somebody that you're going to insure that is currently a Medicare recipient, you do need to inform us who that is. So if you have a spouse that has already reached 65, but you want to put them on our vision plan, for example, you'll need to enter their information in there. Okay, they will also show up in the dependent section, but you'll enter them again as being Medicare dependent. But again, the majority of you won't have to deal with that section. The next section that you'll move to is your actual benefit enrollment section. The benefit section then is broke down by the different plans. So the first one will be medical, dental, and vision. And I've already created some little small videos within those sections that explain the plan designs and the costs. So if you'd like to, you can click on those links and open up and you'll hear me talk again about how the different plan design works, okay? You'll also see a section on disability insurance and life insurance. And remember that Skogman, the Skogman company, okay, provides that to you at no cost. So you have disability insurance provided to you, and you have a life insurance policy provided to you, okay? Because you're not paying for those, you're automatically enrolled. You don't need to do anything, but we do show those as being part of your benefit package. So you will see sections that address disability and life insurance, okay? When you complete that, they will be transported to a summary screen, which basically just summarizes the plans that you've elected, okay? And then you'll go to a signature page. And the signature page will have you type in your name, and then you'll forward to the next screen, which will have you actually try to, the best you can, this is the challenge, is to write your name using your mouse, or if you have a touch screen, you can just touch the screen and write your name to get a signature on file, okay? Then once you finish that screen, the actual applications will come up on the screen, and there will be a highlighted section where you click to sign. And it'll move you through the different company applications. So the medical application will come up and you'll click sign, the vision, the dental, and so on. And you'll move through that process. Very straightforward, very simple. Once the signatures are all done, you'll push finish and the process will be completed. Once the finish tab is selected, it also sends you an email telling you that you've now completed the process. So remember, anybody that is eligible for our benefit, so if you receive this email, you have to go in and complete the enrollment. Even if you're not choosing any of the benefits, you still have to go in and independently waive coverage. So on the medical section, it'll ask you if you want medical insurance, and you'll check the box that says yes, enrolled, or no, waive. And then you'll move to the next section. Every plan that we have is independent from the other plans. So if you only want dental insurance, you can just choose dental, okay? If you want medical insurance for yourself, but want your family to be insured under the dental plan, you can do that as well, okay? However, remember that as the employee, you need to choose the benefit in order for your family members to be insured. In other words, I could not choose to only insure my children on the vision plan because I have to take it first, and then they can also be included. But as the employee is offered the benefit. And so if I select yes, my dependents can also come along and have coverage, or they don't have to, it doesn't matter, okay? So that's in the simplest terms, that's how the process works. Very interactive, very straightforward. I think the best thing to do, obviously, is to move forward now and just give it a chance. And I think most of you will just run through this thing in just a matter of minutes, okay? What we've done is just create some simplicity. No more paper forms that need to be filled out, okay? All the information then is stored electronically. Heather and Tiffany will have access to that information in real time. So once you're completed your enrollment, the forms will be filled out for them. They don't have to do anything different, okay? Again, you have one medical plan, you have one dental plan, you have one vision plan. So it's really just, do I want the coverage or don't I want the coverage? And we're going to show you right on the screens there how much it costs to purchase those. So again, if you have questions, reach out to Heather. Give it a chance. I think you're going to not have any trouble. And if you do, that's what we're here for. Okay. So thank you very much. And I guess I'll say good luck.